Daniel, you got the recording going? Okay, we got the thumbs up there.
So did you bring the asteroids or did you buy the asteroids here?
No, Brian gave me the asteroids. I gotta still take that around.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're up. And we have the chat in case somebody
I have a golden
decides to
Pac-Man
pull it.
with me.
And so, somebody decides to go in. Oh, we got a full seat. I like this. All right. All right, we'll get here in.
And no chicks.
Look
Great.
at this.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, don't need that. Okay. 3, 2. All right, we're here for the opening day of the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. We are live from the TechBuzz Gaming booth, and I've got a motley crew of people here today. Starting, I guess we'll start on my right. Your left, my right. We've got Destination Switch, Mr. VGV Video Game Votary.
What's up, people?
What's going on?
Not much, man.
And then to his right, we have the Dr. Style. Yeah, you thought it was going to be Dr. Scott, didn't you? Nope. We've got the man, the myth, the mystery, the Retro Bliss.
I'm a myth, all right.
But then we got to my left, your right. We have the man that cried a little bit just a little bit ago, and we'll get into that.
I didn't cry.
We've got Neo Ness.
What it is.
What's
what
up,
it
Mr.
is.
Elliott?
How are you?
How's going on?
Good.
And then we have the good doctor,
Hi.
Dr. Scott.
He's got whatever you need for what ails you.
And whatever tattoo he would have gotten, they would have put it on me, and I'd be like, that's it, I'm done.
And then we've got Brian, BD Retro Mods. What's going on, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Oh, doing good. We're having some fun here. We've actually been going around getting a lot of content. Friday, it's the opening day.
It's back there, bro.
Look at this guy holding out on us. He's all getting this Red Bull.
I already drank mine. Yeah, I was at the tattoo, just getting it and drinking. Yeah, it was good.
And you didn't bother to tell us?
Well, the Red Bull guys were walking around.
Yeah, they got the
They were
Red
giving
Bull.
out
Oh, they got it.
Yeah.
Oh, they got it like before from when we were at GDEX.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
but
if
dude-
you're here, Red Bull people, we could use one here at the booth.
Well, here's the problem.
I'm just saying.
Here, Red Bull.
Retro Bliss can't do that because
Oh.
I'm the old dude, right? So the most.
That's
I
why
can
I'm
ever do-
enjoying it while I can, because I'm not going to be able to enjoy it pretty soon.
I do have a diet do though, so
I just want to let everybody know going forward here, so we are going to be shilling everything that we're talking about here, courtesy of John Riggs. John Riggs is supporting the shill, so I am shilling all this. Just let me share everybody. So anything we talk about, we are shilling.
I like that.
Just like we're catty corner. Resell outs has to listen to us. He's over. He's just like, oh dear God, why do we got to listen? But no, he has a really good booth. In fact, Votary. So Brian F. Collins is here. For those that don't know, he is the maker of Rampage. So we were looking for carts to sign, and VGB here is like, oh dude, there's like a sealed copy over there. Well, not sealed. It was a completed box. Sorry, completed box. There was a sealed copy, but I wasn't touching that. It's really nice. I might pick it up. $55.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not before
But
me.
this guy's over here drinking. What?
Nothing.
Don't you do? Listen, we'll get to you in a minute. We will get to you. So this whiny baby over here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You guys will have to stay tuned for the video for that because that's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Votary and I had some good commentary on that.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mr. Retro Bliss, you are here today. Are you here all weekend?
I'm here today and tomorrow.
It's here today, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightweight.
Yeah,
That's not what. No, I've never been a lightweight in my life. If I get any bigger, it'll take a train and 2 buses to get on my good side.
Ooh, he's got the jokes today, man.
Move that bus.
See, I come from Cincy, man. That's one of your mama things. I come
The
from the
mama?
hood, you know.
I'm liking
Your
he's got-
mama's so fat, you know, it takes a train and 2 buses to get on the good side. That's why, that's why I came up. So anyway, I remembered that stuff.
Come
That's
on.
one thing I do remember.
There we go. We've got on the socials. See if we can pull that up on the chat so you guys can see. We've got the Art Freak. Hello, Pittsburgh.
Hey,
Oh,
I know
boy.
that person.
And then we've got my partner in crime. She's not here today, but she'll be here tomorrow, Miss Gamer Ahmer. And she says, I got some Game Masters goodies for tomorrow.
Yay.
They just arrived in the mail. Oh, she didn't even tell me about them.
It's a surprise.
Jeez. All right. So Brandy will be here tomorrow. That'll be a lot of fun. So I want to go down the line and see. I've kind of piled a bunch of crap in front of Elliot, and I apologize, man, because it's just a lot of. I mean, I kind of needed to run everything.
Yeah, look at this junky camera here.
I'm sorry. I literally, I'm shooting it up his nose just so we can get the B-roll of the nostril flares every time I say something. No. Brian, have you seen anything interesting worth talking about here at the convention so far? I know it just opened.
Right.
What have you seen besides your booth and your Faraday cages? You knew I had to say that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I haven't gotten all through the vendor hall here yet, but I know one of the things I love a lot about this show, and I've said many times before, and I'll say it again, is just the free play area that they put together is amazing.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of the best that I've come across in the number of shows that I've gone to. A bunch of pinball, a bunch of arcade, tons of console free play, and yes, I do have my free play set up in there this year, and again, just that part's cool, and I like the fact that they bring the bands in on regular, because there was a couple bands last year I never heard of, and they were great, and just I'm looking forward to listening to the ones they brought in this year.
Is Megadeth here? No?
No.
Well, and one of the big things that I personally like is the location that they put us. I don't feel like I got to shout. I feel like, and I talked to Tom and Corey about this at the other place. Like, I was losing. How about I was losing my voice by like the end of day one.
I was getting a headache.
And we had to have, that's why these headsets were so loud. We had to crank them in order to be able to hear ourselves because the main stage was right behind us.
It felt like it was a Kiss concert.
Right. I feel like I can talk to you guys normal here, and we don't have to worry about yelling at me. Scott, what have you seen? I know you just kind of got here.
Yeah, I just got here too. But you did show me that one developer over there who has that Madhouse.
Madhouse, yeah, that's a really good game.
It's so small. I dropped it. Oh no. So, but yeah, and you can play it up to 4-player as well locally, and that's a cool game. That's a really cool game.
It is cool.
So I can't wait to get my camera out, and which I may not even do today. I don't know. We're going to be here for a while yet.
Well, you got to handle your business first.
Yeah.
So the Level Up podcast is also here. They are the tabletop gamers. And you were talking pretty much smack earlier about how you could beat those guys over there.
Oh, yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level Up podcast.
Yeah, with one foot tied behind
He's
my
not
back.
even listening to us.
They're tuned out.
I think
that Level Up podcast people, they, I don't know, I think they're sitting
He's
on a
talking
bag of
with his
potatoes
hands,
or
so
something.
I think he's trying to tell somebody something.
I have a feeling you're going to level down after you compete.
He will, yeah. So, Neo Ness, Mr. Elliott, you have had an exciting, busy day.
It has been very busy.
So we went by the tattoo parlors. He goes, "They got tattoos here?"
Yeah.
And I'm not going to spoil it because you're going to have a video coming out.
I am.
So, but
You make videos?
I do. I know it's been a while.
I've seen a few of them.
we were talking, and that was about the time you got here. Votary
That
got
was
here.
you I saw in those videos.
And these guys, we started talking, and then Elliot, his mind started to wander.
It does that from time to time.
He did, and he may or may not have done something. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned. But it's interesting because trying to explain to somebody that's never had a tattoo what a tattoo feels like in order to, just in conversation.
Yes.
Because you got different answers, because you were just inquiring. You got different answers from everybody.
Yes.
I don't know if that's good or
Well,
bad.
I've never had one. Tell me.
Okay.
That's pretty much what he said.
Well,
to be fair.
that's exactly what I asked, because depending on who you're asking, everyone has their own pain tolerance to a needle. And some people are like, well, depending on who you get it done by, it might hurt really bad, and where you get
He's
it
not
done.
wrong.
I got one on my shoulder, and some folks have done their calves or their wrist areas.
Oh, so you just blew it. You're telling everybody now that you got it?
What? I got what?
Oh.
I'm just saying. But they don't know the experience.
Okay, fair enough. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
And we don't know what it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
It doesn't know what it is. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'll share that experience at a later time. But yes, it was my first one.
Yeah.
And
We thought you were joking.
Yeah,
because
this is my first tattoo. It was very spontaneous.
yeah, we honestly thought you were joking, and we were like, okay, so you're seriously going to do this?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. I texted my wife, and she was like, yeah, let's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yep.
What?
She texted me and she's like, pictures. I need pictures. She's like, that looks good. And she asked me how
You did show her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she told me to send her a text.
Oh. And here comes the rest of the crew. Then you showed her pictures.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to do that later on with some very mellow music
No,
playing.
No. Van Halen's tattoo. That's the.
Oh,
Song
is that what you were going to? Is that what you said? Van Halen's tattoo.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. All right.
She probably digs it. She digs it. Yeah.
So that's been your experience then.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I was actually really surprised because, me and needles sometimes have a very, when I go to the doctor, I'm like, so.
We documented that.
You did.
We
but
documented it, and you'll get to see it because I'm going to give him the footage for it.
my face wasn't that bad. I didn't flinch, did
No,
I?
actually, I was surprised.
Did pretty good.
You and I were sitting here wondering, Votary and I were standing there, we're like, is he going to do it? Is he going to cry?
Did you really think I was going to shed a tear?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes.
I really did because not so much in the sense of not so much like, oh my gosh, my arm.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, people have different emotional reactions to pain.
Oh, yeah.
And just like we were saying about, I asked Voter, I said, did he eat anything? And he's like, oh, dang. He's like,
you
I don't
were
know.
with me at breakfast.
But no. They like you to eat an hour before you get a tattoo.
Okay.
I did. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's because they're striking your skin, and what can happen is you could pass out.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I have a question. So, in my case, I have a bigger canvas to do it on. So, do they charge more for that, or?
Well,
how's that
no, they
work?
charge by the size of the art.
Yeah,
So,
the
if you
size.
want something really big,
Yeah.
you could.
And if you lost about 50 pounds, then it's like a shrinky dink in the oven. So then you have to have it redone.
Yeah.
Now,
What they call those things? I forget what they call.
Shrinky dinks.
Is that what they call them?
Yep.
The little plastic things you call.
now, if Chris,
Is that the official
Chris
term?
is
Yeah.
Game Dad's over there in John Riggs' booth, but he said if you get his logo, he'll pay for it.
Of course he will.
Yeah.
John Riggs' logo is just
No,
him.
Game Dad's logo.
Oh,
Well,
Game
don't tell
Dad's
your
logo.
daughter that.
No, well, yeah. She's underage. She's not 18 yet, and I'm not signing off on it. So
But her
if
mom
you,
might.
If you did that, then you will, then he'll pay for it. So if you want to experience it, we'll film it.
I don't know because
If your wife's sitting over there, we could ask your wife.
Where I would like a tattoo. I don't know if they would do that here.
Oh my God.
So
Phil.
I'm just I don't know what I want yet. So it just depends. It's all up.
What
to
about
me.
your little logo that you have on your in your hat?
That's self-serving. I don't want to be that. I mean, I'm being self-serving by
I mean,
wearing
if
the
you're,
hat,
if you're honestly going to get one, why not get something that you know you're not going to regret?
That's
Yeah.
exactly
I want
why
a
did what
butterfly
I
on the
did.
small of my back because I'm that kind of gal.
Wait.
Tramp stamp.
What? Oh my goodness.
Oh my
But it would be Mothra, though, of course.
Yeah. So I think that would be. I'll remind Chris when he comes back down about that situation. But so you got your first one,
Yep.
and so you're gonna have a video. We did a really good job, I think, of documenting it with commentary. But going through that, you really need to eat.
Yep.
And so that's why he thought we were joking, and the tattoo parlor, the artist was like, "Yeah, you really need, or they'll want you to drink like something sugary, like a soda."
Well, that's a great marketing idea. They could have a sandwich shop right next to the. They could just sell sandwiches. Go over there and eat, and then come back for the thing.
Some people get
And we
woozy.
got him.
Some people get woozy. Like I've watched people when they're getting
Yeah.
done, they get woozy and.
It was really, we sat there and had a full conversation about life.
That's
and-
usually how it goes.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, he was
But
really
it also
chill.
depends on if you have a brand new tattoo artist. If you do and they're new, they tend to push harder with the needle as they're doing, and then you can bleed a lot more. Now, bleeding the way you did is more natural than somebody, like they'll scar. Like I could show you scars on my one that I have here because he was going so deep. He just kept.
Oh no, it was
jamming in.
It was very.
He was making sure that ink ain't going nowhere.
Did it feel like it was being licked on by puppies?
My corpse, my corpse will probably have part of the tattoo on my bone. I'm just saying.
No, it was very. I wouldn't say gentle, but it was very manageable.
Where he got it, though, to be fair, there's a lot of meat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so those of you in the chat room, how many think that he should get it like The Rock? He should get the the big Brahma bull, like the. Come on now.
No, I need to get back in the gym for that.
She threw a whole sleeve.
A whole sleeve?
It should be in color. You'll have to wait for the video for that one.
What do you propose? What color should I add to it?
We could do green.
Oh, green?
Yeah,
you
green.
Think, you
green.
think that's going to come out good? Do you think I have a wonderful canvas for this?
Well, I'm pearly white and it worked. Look at this.
Yeah, we could do red.
I haven't seen the sun in 3
Red
years.
Red was popping off of his skin for a little bit, pretty good.
I mean, red does come out pretty well.
It was
Well, I
popping
can't
out
wait to
pretty
see
good.
what you got now. It's kind of like waiting for Halloween.
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And for after we get off air.
You didn't get a Neo Geo cartridge, did you? Because if you did,
No,
I'll
well,
just-
Neil, we
You know,
can't
that's
tell
a
you what
good
he did.
idea.
You know?
I didn't even think about a cartridge.
you can have that for free.
Oh, a cartridge? Oh, wow.
Just mention me in your video when you do it.
I got you.
Dr. Scott said, this.
So I only picked up 2 games so far.
What'd you get?
I picked this one up for the NES.
Ooh, Impossible Mission 2.
Impossible Mission 2.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
hard to find. Okay.
And hard to play.
Well, William for Millennial Collectors down there, Mr. William, he had this for me. Then he lost it, and then he brought it back down.
That cat.
So then, but then I have my Rampage, and then I got Brian Collins to sign it, and so we already talked about that. And then Brian, we're going to do this same thing that we did at the other convention.
But that's a good game, though.
So you think I'll be
It's
able
a
to do
good
this?
game, but
Brian says he has 10 copies of it.
It's a cheap game, so there's tons
Well,
of
because
them.
when you
might
buy
be able to do that.
lots, like bulk
I don't know.
lots of Atari games, you're always going to
So wait,
find
Jay just showed up,
asteroids
so
in
I
it.
can ask him because
I mean, it's still a
Dave does-
dollar game.
Didn't Chris say that if anybody gets a tattoo with his logo, he's paying for it? Yeah, let's go with that. See, I think it works, right? Or the new convention. If you get that, he's paying for
Ooh,
it.
the merge logo.
The merge. Yes.
That
so
says shame him into
see,
paying for
I
it.
told you. So you could end up getting. You want another tattoo?
Just for legality's
I
sake
think
of
I'm
this
good.
show, though, you need to say you need to confirm this with Chris
We don't
before
need to
you
confirm
actually
nothing.
do
It must
it.
be confirmed with Game
No,
Dad.
the boss and Mrs. Boss is here. We don't need to confirm anything with him. See?
And then I'm getting put up as chopped liver. Like, hey, Ness, go ahead and go get you
Well, you
another one.
Well, you already had one. That's how it works. Tell him. That's how it works.
Oh, that'd be cool
Yeah,
if they could do glow-in-the-dark paint for tattoos. Wouldn't that
They
be
do
awesome?
have
They
one.
do that.
They do.
No.
Yeah, you don't see it during the day, and then at night you just light up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, that'd be so
Just
cool.
make sure you're on there
Gotta do 2 in one
fluorescence
day,
enough.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, just don't get a Dallas Cowboy star.
Hey,
because
now, come on,
Here's the
Phil.
problem: you get the tattoo.
Come on, Phil.
By the time they win a Super Bowl, you're going to have to get it recolored.
Come on,
Dang. He's not lying, though.
Phil. Yeah, he's not
I'll have
lying.
2 eyeballs put on my
He's not
eyelids,
lying.
and then when people walk in the room and they think I'm asleep, they'll just see these eyeballs laying there.
What's Brandy saying? Hang on a second. What did she
Wasn't
say?
impossible to find, though, was it? What?
Oh,
You know
no,
what was?
no. She's talking
I think
about
she's
the
trying to be
The
punny.
Rampage?
Oh, no.
No, the
yeah.
Impossible Missions.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Impossible Mission out. I've never seen this game.
I haven't either.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, she's
Brandy.
talking about the NES game. Yeah,
I get what she's trying to do, and I'm trying to spin it on her.
It's just
so-
not good.
Oh, I got you.
I'm trying to pretend like I'm not. I get it, Brandy. I get it.
Another visitor.
Keep
Stay
it
away.
up, Brandy, and I'm going to get you on here. I'm gonna tell you to call into live to air, and then Daniel can bring you up and pull you in, and then you can do howdy
She said
howdy.
wait until I get there.
Oh boy,
You're in for it now, buddy.
probably. All right, we got CC Games. He's here in spirit. He's going to. You're going to Rick's convention next week, right, Rotary?
Yes, sir.
So you'll see CC Games.
I'll be there too.
Oh, yes, right. You are
Yeah.
driving out.
Yeah, I'm
6
driving.
5 hours. 6 hours.
5 hours. Yeah.
So that you guys will have some fun there.
Yep.
I expect a full report, extra video.
You will have yes.
Extra video?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll send you some
I
content.
will.
Yeah, seriously, send it. We'll play it on Game Masters.
Will do.
I'm not joking.
Copy that.
Yep, you'll see Marcus.
Yeah.
CC Games is.
What's up, Kevin?
Sorry, I'm reaching over. See, you can do that too if you want. If you take the mouse cursor and you just double click one of the comments,
you want me
it'll
to
pop
start
up.
working?
Yeah, I'm tired of you sitting there. Listen, there's a reason why we're shilly willy today, baby.
see this arm that I have to use, it's a little sore.
Oh.
Here we go.
So he's not left-handed, is what he's saying.
Nope.
But you know what?
Good man.
You said you didn't shed a tear, but the tattoo artist said something completely different.
Oh,
so you're gonna have to wait for the video, guys.
Bottle
I'm
of
telling you,
tears over there.
this is a video you do not want to miss. I think our commentary is Emmy quality at
You know
that.
what?
It's brilliant.
I need to know
thought so.
what you guys were saying on this content that you
What
shot.
are you talking about? We didn't say anything that we wouldn't have said to you.
Which is what I'm scared about.
Right.
Phil, we were behaving ourselves, weren't we?
Never
You know
behave
what?
yourself.
It's like having kids over here. I can't control any of you, so I'm not even going to try.
See, had I gotten here a little earlier, we probably would have had some good commentary for you. So.
So
This end of the table, we're behaving on this end of the table. We're behaving over here.
We're
It's over
behaving.
there that's the problem.
We're behaving. Like I said, the Level Up podcast, they're over there. Jay's sizing up. It looks like Meredith is actually playing the game. And Jay's like, I think I got this.
No, Jay, that's not Monopoly. Get away.
He's pretending like he don't hear you on that one. What Brandy's saying? I don't believe that. You guys behave. I have been behaving. Votery has been behaving. I don't know what you're talking
I've
about.
been behaving. I mean, come on.
Brandy, that is all lies.
This is
I've
not
been the
a
one
lie.
behaving. I've been behaving. Okay.
You're the one that's causing the most trouble. You act all innocent, and then all of a sudden,
What did I do?
That's it. You're fired.
you're fired.
Yep, fired.
So we're going to go around with the asteroids, and we're going to try to trade it. Like we did a trade challenge
And
in
a tube of
Cleveland,
preparation.
and I ended up with two. What were the Labubus?
Yeah,
The Naruto Labubus. I started with dance aerobics and help me out.
Circus Atari.
Circus Atari.
Okay.
We traded it up, and right before I got the Labubu, I got a Ocarina of Time sealed 3DS game. And the guy that traded it, he says, I'll give you this Labubu. I guess all the kids want it. And then he says, but the stipulation, I'll give you a second one. So we gave them out to two kids. Harley was one that won, and then another kid that won. So we're going to do the same thing, I think, with the asteroids and see if we can trade up. But what I'm going to do with this is I think we're going to try to trade it up for see how high we can go with portable titles, since it is kind of like a smaller.
Well, can I suggest something? Because I
sure
am
can.
kind of sort of one of the Atari experts on
You
the panel.
You and Brian. That's why you guys are on the end. You're
Actually,
holding everything
Dr.
up.
Scott has an excellent Pac-Man video that he's got on his channel now. You guys need to check that out. But if you're going, talk it up. If you're going to trade that Asteroids cartridge, tell people, hey, listen, when you play this game, put it on option 9 and put the difficulty switch in a position. That will make sure that the UFOs come out. And it's the closest thing to the arcade experience that you will find on that.
Where do you put option 9 in on this thing?
It's just
on
the
the
select
It's
button.
the select button. Obviously, you've never played a Atari game.
Listen, I played Frogger. I played Pac-Man and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, but I don't think there was a select
one
option
out
with
of
those.
3 good games.
Right.
So where do you find this select button?
It's a
Is it-
select switch
it's
right
on-
there next to the games, next to the reset.
Dude, I haven't pulled my Atari out of the package since I was when I was younger, 6 or 7 years old.
That's your
Dude,
fault.
here's the thing. You have
It's
to
a
at
good
least
system.
you have to at least act like you know what you're talking about.
Right, the select switch, the multi-selector switch. Brian, what selector switch is he talking about?
The one on the console.
The one on the console. You just hit that. And then,
It actually says select.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it.
Game
No
select.
But I don't think Asteroids is that bad. I have this as an arcade one-up.
That is one of my absolute
And I-
favorite
and I-
games on
and
the
I play
Atari.
it.
It
I'm
is
all
in my
joking
top 10.
aside. I don't. I've never played this version, but the other one is the same version. I mean, essentially, it's the arcade version.
It's like I said, if for a 2600,
Yeah.
you want to try different game options on there. You don't just want to do like I did when I was a kid, plug it in and expect option 1, the first game select.
Can I
to
just
be-
play it? Can I just play it on the same level NES does on level 1? Can I just do that?
You can,
Wow.
but
Yeah,
it's if you want a real Asteroids experience, you don't want to do that.
Said level
So, well, he
one.
never wants a real
Yeah,
experience.
on level 9, it actually brings it a lot closer to what Space Rocks is, I think. But I think Space Rocks is still even better.
The Asteroids are actually faster, and they have a different. The angle changes,
Yep.
Yeah.
and if you have it on a difficulty, the UFOs do come out. The only difference is that instead of having hyperspace, I use shield. And the reason why I do that is because the sprites are so much larger at home than they are at the arcade, that hyperspace is a lot riskier than it is in the arcade.
Now, do you use the Atari paddles to turn it? Like
No.
It's
just
not a paddle game.
It's not a paddle game?
No.
You really haven't played Atari, have you?
No, they have the little paddles that you turn on it.
Not for that
Atari.
game.
And you talk about my gaming experience?
Dude, I don't play
You're
Atari.
talking about me being level 1. I'm like, sir, that's a 0 for you.
You play Atari? Did you play Atari?
I did not.
Oh, okay now. So I rest my case. This is why we fill the panel with experts.
Well,
Because
let me
I
explain
don't
something
play
here.
this.
Let
Now,
me
you want to talk about this? Now I play this.
Well, let me explain something real quick, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have this jersey, okay? It's another.
It looks
says,
good.
Yeah, and there's a number on here. If you can see, it's 77.
77.
The reason why I picked 77 was that's the year that the 2600 came out. I was 12.
Oh, I
How
thought
old
that was
were
how
you
old Brian
in
was.
77?
I wasn't even thought of.
Yeah,
him.
I was gonna say the
Yeah,
same.
I wasn't
I
born
don't
until
think-
80. So.
Scott-
I was 5.
Scott was the only one that was probably alive.
And he's still,
Yeah, Scott
I
was,
think
what,
he's
20?
5 or 6 years behind me. So,
oh, Scott's in his 50s.
Oh, I thought
Yes,
he was 20
I
and
am.
77.
20.
Sorry, Scott.
Zing!
Yeah, I'm only 5 years younger than Phil.
but
Wow.
we grew up more so with this
Yeah.
system. So,
Yeah.
and the life of that console was 10 years. It's still the longest running console to be
But-
on the market.
But all joking aside, like during that era, my dad had the Atari 2600 and he had the Intellivision. We had more games for the Intellivision. We had like Frog Bog. We had, I think it was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Does that sound right?
Yep.
And we had a bunch of like the football. We had I forget what the football. I just remember it was a blue box.
It's probably just
And then we had a
called football.
baseball. Yeah, I think it was. And then we had baseball. We played the Intellivision more because I loved Frog Bog. That was another. Pitfall was another one. I loved Pitfall. I played that all the time. And the bowling. That was one of the games that my dad, he would play. He wasn't a video game guy, but he would play the bowling with us. And then when we got the Wii, he would do that. But I know more probably about the Intellivision than I do about Atari, and
Well,
I don't know a lot about it.
If
but
I
I'm
can
just
say
saying,
this,
like, to
back
be
in
fair.
those days, when you bought a video game, it wasn't like we do now with collections. I mean,
Yeah.
some of us have thousands of games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but how are you realistically going to play all those games? The chances
We're not.
are remote. So, but what people did was they would pick and choose a lot of times in my era based on the art on the box alone, because we didn't have magazines. I
Yeah.
didn't have friends to ask or trade games with. So, it was like, that looks good. I think I'll try that. And, you just learn to play that game. And the same thing with the Intellivision. The Intellivision, it has an awesome library. It's actually a superior system. There are some games that I wouldn't say are better on, like Frogger. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's just one example. But it's still a great system. But the kids back then, that's what they did. They didn't buy a collection. They bought, okay, I'm saving up my lunch money and I'm gonna buy this week and then play it for a month and then get something else, right? You just play it to death.
Well, and the thing too is when you factor inflation with the cost, like the cost of what those were back then to what, like if you take it to today's standard, I mean those are like $100 games.
I'm not kidding you. I used to be able to go I think I was like 10 or 11. When my gram used to do yard sales, we would go, because they would have neighborhood yard sales. I don't know if your communities do that.
Yeah.
I remember buying it, and I don't know whatever happened to them. I bought 2,600 games for 10 cents a piece. Like they had stickers, and like I bought them up like for $5. I had like all these games, and my gram was willing to give them to me because where are you going to find a video game for 10 cents a piece?
Right.
But man, I wonder what those things would have been worth today had I, if I still held on to them. I couldn't tell you which ones they were at the time, but
just gaming back then in general was
10
just
cents a piece.
in many cases you only got
Yeah.
maybe 3-4 games a year because they were expensive.
Yeah.
It's not like today where it's just
Yeah.
oh, this one's $5. Okay, this one's this.
$30, $35
I mean,
game back then was
Right.
that was a lot.
It was a lot, and I mean, I even remember, with like the NES, like there was about maybe 3 times a year that I would actually own a game. It was pretty much, my birthday,
Christmas.
and then sometimes on Easter, my
That's how
grandparents
ours
would
were. Yep.
surprise me with one, and it was because of how much they were back then. And you just don't have like what we have today, because now obviously, there's a lot of used games that you can go back and get for cheap. And again, even now, like newer games, like, come out for $5, $20, digital ones. So
Blockbuster was our friend back
yes,
in the day.
I mean, the rentals was
right?
the way we had to do it.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, there was a place near where I lived. It was called Video Cinema, and they rented Atari games. And it was the only place that I knew of that rented Atari games. It was great.
So you guys are in. I can't read whose name that is, but
that's Mr.
Mr.
Postile.
Postile.
you are in his stomping grounds.
Yeah, he's going to be here tomorrow.
Yes,
Oh,
he
is
will.
Really? Okay.
Yes, he will.
That's good. I want to make sure I pull that up.
And he didn't even when he was here last year. He didn't even come up and say hi because I was so geeking out over Mark Bussler last year that he's like, I'm just going to let you have a
No,
moment.
stop right there. You were not geeking out over Mark
It was
Bussler.
worse than geeking.
The dude was like, I honestly thought he was going to get a PFA against him.
Wow.
There was no geeking out with that. I think
It was
anybody that's
genuine
been around-
fanboying, yes.
So if I can say this about Mr. Postile real quick.
Yeah, you
when
can
he
say whatever
comes
you
here, he treasures people following him around all day and playing games with him and kind of just hanging on his shoulder all the time. So if you guys come here tomorrow and you see Mr. Postile, hunt him up, hang out with him all day.
Somehow I think
Become Velcro.
This will come back to bite somebody. I have a feeling.
I think so.
I don't think that's something somebody's going to really enjoy thoroughly.
And you guys can even maybe play his favorite video game of all time, which I'm not going to mention.
What,
'cause
Pac-Man?
No.
E.T.
I'm not gonna.
E.T.?
I'm not gonna say it either.
It's a Mystic
On
game
a-
for the 2600.
It's a what?
Mystic. The
Mystic.
brand is Mystic. It's an adult-oriented.
Yes.
Oh, it's one of those adult games. I didn't
Yeah.
see any of those here, but we can look for them. We'll point it out to him.
I'm sure he owns them.
Somebody
He's
wanna
he
get-
spent
oh,
many hours playing those
You can get them
games.
signed or something. I don't know. I have a question for Mr. VGB. You just recently changed over to Destination Switch.
Yep.
So we're talking about, growing up with the nostalgia. You faced a lot of criticism, and I want to put it out there because I think people missed the point here. You faced a lot of criticism with getting rid of a lot of your retro stuff, and I know you have nostalgia for a lot of this. So how are you filling that nostalgia gap by just staying on Switch? Like, do you ever sit there and go, dang, man, like, I wish I would have kept that because that was cool? Or what are you doing to fill that gap, man?
Now, I've honestly felt that a couple times.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, even being here, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
looking at some stuff. Like,
No, it is some stuff I'm just like, man, I wish I had it, or maybe dabbling back into it. But honestly, I'm enjoying the Nintendo Switch Online because there's
Okay.
so much there, from Game Boy to
Yep.
Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
There's a lot there.
It
And
sure is.
They're adding Virtual Boy, so honestly, I get a lot of my fix, especially Nintendo-wise. A lot of that stuff's there.
Well, you get you some friends too. What's nice about those games is that you can play with
Right.
somebody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
they
better
don't have to be
experience.
on the same console.
Have-
You can just
have you thought maybe of just getting like like if you were going to do more retro, like let's say you got that itch and you're like, oh, I'm going to go pick up a game. Have you thought about just getting the games maybe that are more nostalgic to you, that you played as a kid, or that you kind of had, and just kind of, as everybody calls them, shelf collecting, What about you guys? I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Because it seems like there's a pendulum, swing in the gaming community where a lot of people are offloading their games.
Yep.
Well, I think again, like I can only speak for myself, but my whole thing is that, and for those that do it, I have nothing against. But like I've never had an interest to get a complete set of a specific console. Because at the end of the day, I know there's bad games, and I just don't want to own those bad games just to quote unquote complete a collection. Like when it comes to buying games for me, there has to be some reason for it. Like either it's because I played it to death as a kid, or it's a franchise that I really enjoy, or the game itself is just fun, and that's what I decide when I go buy stuff. Because I know even some people have asked, like, is there any specific things you want to get here? And it's like, I don't have anything specific. It's just more of if I see it and it's, something where it's like, oh, yeah, I remember playing that, or, oh, I really want to play that, I'm going to get it. I mean, just as Scott, throughout the, and again, this isn't obviously an old game, but, Madhouse, an indie game that's here at the show. We played it. It was a lot of fun, and I immediately bought it.
He only says it's fun because he beat all of us, so that's the only reason why he's saying it's fun.
Oh, is that why?
No, that's not
No, I
technically
mean,
true.
I
was winning there too.
I was going to say someone had.
You
the
weren't
lasers,
helping
and it
me.
was- yeah.
I mean, you were going off on your own. This isn't Lone Wolf we're talking about here, buddy. I mean, this is a team sport.
I had some dude with a cane. That's all I had as a weapon, and I couldn't get.
You had to unlock other chests to get the different weapons. and-
Yeah, I
I mean, someone had
I
a
didn't get that
space
far.
laser. It was
I did.
crazy.
That was
yeah,
me. I love that laser.
Yeah.
That
I
laser
mean,
was
that
awesome.
thing was insane. But
The lasers.
but I mean,
machine
that
guns.
was a $5 game on Steam,
Yeah.
and it was like,
And it's
wow.
good for $5.
Yeah, for
It's
$5,
amazing.
I'm buying it now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'll have to buy it as soon as I get home.
It's definitely a good seasonal game, especially right now. Like October, it was just perfect game to start playing.
Yep.
Well, it's a game, too. I think we all discussed it, and we said it would be good for, like, game night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So let me address some of the folks in chats thinking that it's a little low. Okay, so we do have to bring up the volume probably on the live stream if it's a little low for you guys. We didn't want to blow you out because we pulled it way back from CGC because it was so loud, so we didn't want you guys doing it. So what I can do really quick, I can go over. I'll let these guys talk a little bit. I'll go over and I'll boost the volume to the live stream so you guys can let us know. But real-time feedback, this is why we do this. So you guys can let us know. So I'm going to bump it up.
While you're doing that, can I
You
address
can
your
absolutely
question?
do that. Yes,
Okay.
sir. You and Votary.
All right. Because, we've been kind of quiet over here. Y'all just been chatting and everything. So we haven't been able to get a word in edgewise.
I think you've had majority of the show here,
Oh,
Phil.
what? Anyway,
All right. While Steve's gone, what do you think of him?
I started my retro thing late. It was during COVID.
Same.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I was a PC gamer mostly. I did have a PS3 with like maybe 15 games. That was about it. And COVID, everybody's cooped up at the house, and I started watching YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh man, I can play that on a new emulation console. I can do this, I can do that, and then so it ended up getting just a few things that I started a collection. But here's the problem, and I do have thousands of games now, but at this point, I have to prioritize.
Oh my gosh, I can hear my soul.
Oh my
Check,
gosh.
check one.
The vibration in my chest.
I have to prioritize because, money doesn't grow on trees. And so what I've done to get that gaming experience to play the games is I have the consoles, but I buy multi-carts like EverDrives and things, and I put the ROMs on there so that I can at least play the games and get experience of playing the games. And then if it's something that I like, then obviously it's something that I would want to add to the collection. But right now, for me, I focus on homebrews. For those of you who don't know what a homebrew is a game that's been recently developed or written for a console that's been out of production for a while. And so we have a couple here. John Hancock, I bought tortoises from him, and then I bought a game from John Riggs over there that's also homebrew. He's got a number of them over there. And so I'm kind of a sucker for homebrews, but when it comes to like regular collecting, like I said, I buy a retail game here and there, but most of the time it's a homebrew these days. That's what I do.
Well, and I think the other thing too with collecting is just you only have so much space in your house.
True.
You know, unlike some people on the are watching right now, we don't have a whole basement level to always put our stuff in,
And
the
Narnia's
garage
bathtub.
and the bathtub and things like that. But space comes into play. So like at some point, do you want all that stuff just sitting on a shelf if you aren't able to play it all the time, or again, you don't have the space and now it's just sitting in a tub somewhere. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Good point.
Well, that is a good idea to, if you can play a game and then later buy it because you're just like, oh gosh, look, I'm playing Bugs on the Atari 2600. I wish I would have played this first. Yeah, that's a cool thing. And then if you dig it, go out and buy it. And just like Bliss was saying, there are a lot of great homebrews out there. There's some that are far superior than the originals when they came out, even because like somebody will remake them. And not to be just a shameless plug, but whoa, we're getting some echo. I'm godlike now. No, I'm not. But on my channel this coming Monday, I'm doing a comparison.
He's a shameless promoter.
Yeah, give me the shill hat. There's a comparison to the original Atari 2600 Pac-Man to the homebrew Pac-Man 4K. And unfortunately, with modern technology and aliasing and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot of blinking anyway, a lot of and I tried to mitigate that with the Pac-Man 4K, but you can see how superior a homebrew is, and there's a lot of great homebrews that Bliss reviews, and even our friend, Mike from Mike's Gaming Gallery. Sorry, Mike, he's even in the video. God, I forgot his name. That's terrible. I'm having a bad week anyway, so just pray for me, kids. But no, they both do a lot of. Mike does a lot of reviews on homebrews. That's what his channel's about. And then Bliss does a lot of playing of a lot of these games live. And you can really find something really great if it's still available, or you might even have to get, cranking up on eBay to find a lot of these homebrews for older consoles. And there's a lot of great homebrews for other consoles too. NES, 7800. Are there any homebrews for Neo Geo? I would imagine there's
tons.
There's
tons.
I mean, I'm not a Neo Geo expert because, of course, you have to have lots of money to get that.
Here we go.
No, but it is a pricey system even back in the day to buy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now it's even worse.
It's oh my gosh, a whole lot worse.
Well, I'll have to check into some of those homebrews for Neo Geo too, because it's a great system. I've always wanted one.
Yeah, so the thing about the homebrews in the Neo Geo community, they're awesome games. They do take a while to come. A lot of research and technical stuff that they have to do to make sure that they're running smoothly, especially on the older systems. Like some of the systems have different voltages, so we run into issues where sometimes a game may not work, or a certain game may work on one console and another console has a different voltage. So it's one of those things, but man, that console's amazing.
Can I ask a question about the Neo Geo? Because
sure.
I'm not an expert either. Yeah. Evie from Backbit, I don't know if you know who that is developed a multi-cart for, I believe it was the Neo Geo, and I didn't know if it was supposed to have been released or a prototype released. I didn't know. Is that something that you can do now with another cartridge, or do you have to put the retail games in every time you play?
No, so there's multi-carts right now.
Okay.
There's a couple of, there's some that are, you can get like on Alibaba, and then there's others that are a little bit more streamlined. They're still pricey, but the ROMs that are on there are really good.
Yeah. It's a great console. I don't have one, but I emulate. So I don't have a problem emulating until I can get it. Like
you can. Yeah, and they'll come out good. Just there's a couple of companies out there that have different versions, and those versions have been patched and they're cleaner, and the games run a lot smoother. I always say there's another way you can do it too. You can, if you want to play on an AES console and you have, let's say, MVS carts, there are converters out there. Those are a little pricey. You don't see too many of those, but that's another way to do it too.
Nice.
All right, I just want to ask the chat room here, the live chat room on YouTube, is the audio better to you guys? We turned it up without try not to get any kind of feedback or anything like that. Our speakers, a little bit different setup here because the way we're kind of in a corner, we're shooting out to the walkway. And so I made an adjustment too because I think we were getting some feedback from that.
Yeah, we don't want to reverb and feedback on ourselves. And my mic could probably go down a little bit because I can hear it's like kind of echoing.
Is yours? Yeah, still. And you're what number?
I'm 5.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead now, talk.
Hi, everybody out there
There we
watching.
go.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Mr. Postile says it's audio's better.
Audio's better.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The main thing is it's better to stream. You sound good out there. Like, we can hear really good out there. It's just like Daniel said, he was missing some cues. That's why he wasn't making certain switches, because he couldn't hear what we were saying.
Oh.
So he didn't know who was talking in order to, because sometimes people pull out these mics. These mics are like dynamic mics, so you really got to talk into them.
Right.
If you talk off to the side or off to the side, you're not going to hear your. It's not like your one at home where you can kind of be.
Just move around and all that.
a cardioid mic.
Yeah, and I do this purposely because then it doesn't pick up all the background noise.
Right.
So you use these types of micro. And if somebody's talking next to you, you don't run into that problem.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everybody giving us feedback, especially for this first one, because this first one is just kind of like to welcome you to the convention. It's not really anything to. We're going to get more content as we go because we have different people. Even tomorrow, it'll be a lot of fun. And I know Brandy and I are going to be talking to possibly Paul Niemeyer. We'll get him on. And John Riggs. We'll have Square Pegs. Square Pegs. The other John
Hancock.
Yeah, thank you. And Brian.
You know he's immortal, right?
He is immortal.
He's immortal.
He's immortal.
We're not going to test that, though. Because you saw how that happened with Hulk Hogan.
I don't understand the mid-roll thing either.
God bless you, Hulk. I love you,
Goofy
man.
foot. I don't know why the mid-rolls. YouTube does its own thing. I might have to look at the settings because I'm not trying to push YouTube advertisements or anything like that. So I'm not trying to do that.
I saw that update didn't come out quite rolled out to everybody yet.
So Scott showed me. Why don't you talk a little bit about that update? That was really cool. What they're going to do for creators now, coming, I think, in 2026, the beginning.
Yeah,
This is important.
It's either beginning of 2026 or end of, or might be even December. There are a lot of great updates coming, but the one update for creators who live stream is a lot of times when we're live streaming, you'll get an ad. Live streaming, you'll get an ad. Live streaming, you'll get an